Good morning. I'm Tyler McClendon, and this is one of our first of our podcast series that we're doing with Dentist on Demand called A Day in the Life. So welcome. We have a lovely guest with us today. I'm Tyler McClendon. This is Mark Wagner, and we are very lucky to have with us the talented Stanley Yee from Crown Dental Studio.
Good morning.
Good morning. In Surrey, British Columbia, Canada.
Are we in Langley?
We're in Langley right now.
I think we're in Langley, yeah.
Yeah, but Stanley's lab is in Surrey.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. So welcome, Stan. Today we want to talk about a little bit about a day in the life of Stanley Yee. We want to talk a little bit about Crown Dental Studio, and really just sort of like dentistry is changing at breakneck speed.
Yeah.
And we want to learn a little bit more about that, and really sort of as a lab owner, what you're seeing out there. So, yeah, if we want to jump right into it.
Sure, sounds good.
Let's start with, tell us about Crown Dental Studio. How did it come to be? What's that story?
So Crown Dental, it was established by my father in 1986. I remember that year because that was when Vancouver had its expo. That's when we built our SkyTrain. So we've been there since 1986. My father is, I would say, 90% retired. So I effectively manage the operations. It is a full-service dental lab. We do everything, a lot of removables, a lot of crown and bridge. Seems like the trend right now is all ceramics and implants. They're getting quite popular, and everything's becoming digital. I mean, the funny thing is, when I was growing up in the lab business, I often questioned why do they call this dental tech? There's really nothing technologically innovative about this industry. But I'd say in the last 10 years, that's when I really realized, wow, this is very much technology. I mean, everything's digital, everything's milling, everything's printing, 3D printers, they're kind of taking over everything, milling machines taking over everything.
So Stan, explain that a little bit more in detail from how that's evolved from the past.
From the past, it was very, I would say, labor intensive. To do the volume that I'm doing right now, if I were to just rely on human capital, human labor, I'd probably need a staff of 40 to do the volume that I'm doing. But with milling machines, with printers, with intraoral scanners that a lot of dentists are having right now, it really streamlines the workflow. And you get a lot of dental reps coming in saying, "Hey, it's not going to take away jobs. These milling machines. You don't have to fire your guys." And yes, I mean, I haven't had to lay off anybody.
That's good,
but that's because my volume grew. I mean, if I were to stay at the same volume as when I met Tyler, then yes, I'd probably lay off half my staff.
Yeah. Right, yeah. So let's, I kind of want to do a bit of a dive on that. So when you say jobs are safe, people aren't going anywhere, is it the landscape has changed? So somebody's doing one job for 10 years and all of a sudden the lab becomes digitized. You're receiving these digital scans instead of impressions. How does their role change?
Their role, they would really have to adapt. The people that have been doing the conventional way to make crowns, they are forced to take on more of a supervisory role. Like they know what the morphology is. They have that knowledge, whereas a lot of the new technicians that are coming out of the school, they don't. And they need that supervision from the old school guys. So
right.
It is... their role is changing in a sense that they are becoming less and less hands-on, more and more. Hey, let me look at that computer screen. Let me look at, how you digitally design this. And then they kind of just check off on that.
Right. They know the anatomy. They know what it's supposed to look like.
Mm-hmm. Finished product.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's not like their role is diminished. I would say arguably people that do have the knowledge, people that went to school for it, they're actually serving a more important purpose.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they're more into the quality control part of it.
Right.
Rather than, hey, let's wax this up, invest it, cast it, fit it.
Right.
Type thing.